Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So I'm going to start today's video off with unboxing a PR package I got from my girl Gabby from Bombnails. I've been really liking the items she's been sending me, so I was so excited to unbox this for you guys. I'm going to keep it really simple, but I did want to show you just some new items she have on her website. So this first item here I got is a pink dappen dish, and it's very similar to the one from 𝚙𝚛𝚘𝚍𝚞, but let's just be honest, this one is a lot cuter because it's pink and it's also cheaper as well. So if you have been looking for an affordable style dappen dish like this is your chance to go ahead and purchase it. She also sent me her new mandrel drill bit, which is the mini size. Again, 𝚙𝚛𝚘𝚍𝚞 has the same one, but with hers it comes with pink sanding bands, which again is just so much prettier in my opinion. And with these, you are able to get around the cuticle area a lot more, get those really precise areas, get underneath the nail, just be able to get in those small crevices that you wouldn't be able to get with a normal size mandrel drill bit. She also included her new style of files, which are so gorgeous. If you haven't noticed, she has the prettiest pink aesthetics when it comes to her brand. So she sent me a huge pack of these new files, which now has her new logo. They are 80/80 grit, which is my favorite, and also they are really good quality. And also the thing is, I'm running out of my other black files, so these came just in time for me to get some new fresh files for shaping my nails. She also sent me some of her buffers, which are little cute hearts. Again, they have her logo in the middle, and I just think they're so adorable. Now getting into the last item that she sent me in this PR package are some of her new nude cover acrylics. They are absolutely stunning, and I'm quickly just going to show you guys right here the names of them. In a few seconds I will go ahead and swatch them. I'm going to talk about them a little bit, but I'll get really into it whenever I start my application. But yeah, she sent me 6 colors, some cover pinks, some nude colors, and I'm just so excited because I really love her acrylics. So as I'm swatching this, as you guys can see, whenever I pick up a bead, it doesn't have a problem with polymerizing, which is one thing I always look for. If it polymerizes quickly, you have a really good acrylic, you know it's going to be very nice quality, because if it stays that really dry consistency, it's most likely going to bleed all over the nail and it's not going to set up properly. So that's one thing I really love about her powders, and also they just look really buttery and smooth. So this is what all of her colors look like. I really love this combination of colors because he has some nudish pinks, brown, and 2 different shades, and also almost like a purplish pink, which is so gorgeous. I do have a discount code if you guys want to check out some of her acrylics. You can save 15% off your order using my code, which will be linked down below if you guys want to check it out. So I am going to be getting into my application. For the acrylic, I did go ahead and decide to use the color Blossom Pink. I went ahead and put on my nails, which are the new non-C curve from 𝚙𝚛𝚘𝚍𝚞. And then I'm also using her number 14 100% Kolinsky brush. And I'm just going to be applying this color to all of my nails. I just wanted a really good base color for the nail art I'm going to put on top of it. And for this first nail, I am going to let it play out in real time, because I feel like sometimes when it's sped up, like in most of my videos, just so that I can get through it a little faster, sometimes it's really hard to see how the acrylic actually works. So for this first nail, I'm going to leave it absolutely in real time. And as you'll see, I had no trouble with this acrylic. Like, if I'm honest, I would say this is the best acrylic application I've ever done in my entire life. It didn't take me long at all, and the powders were just so easy to work with. They were really smooth. I had no problems blending them out, and for the most part I went in with about 4 beads on all of the nails, unless I had to go in and kind of reinforce like the cuticle area or make it a little higher. For my beads, I did try to go in with bigger beads because I wanted to build up the structure of the nail with the actual acrylic. So as you can see, I picked up sort of a bigger bead and just placed it midway down the nail. And then I'm making sure to blend it upwards first. That's going to give me a smooth transition leading into the other bead. That way before it dries, I won't have to do extra work. But for the most part, it was really easy to work with these. As you guys see, I'm just keeping in my sides and using very light pressure. I'm blending the rest of the acrylic down just to get that really smooth transition, that really smooth nail. The key to making your file time shorter is, like you see, I'll be doing this throughout the entire design, probably overly doing it. But I'm taking the body of the brush and I'm just wiping down the sides, adding pressure just to make sure that it's straight. And that is what I mean when I say keep it in your sides, because you don't want it to flare out too bulky or you'll just end up having to file that down. And it'll make your filing time a lot slower. You have to file more than you want to. Yeah, that's basically how I'm going to be doing all of my nails for this. The application was just so easy. Also, I've been really trying to make sure that I take my time around the cuticle area, because sometimes whenever I would do acrylic, it would just bleed all over my nail and then I would have to do a lot of cleanup. But recently I've been really focusing on picking up the perfect size amount with the perfect ratio for the acrylic I'm using, and just making sure not to pick up a bead that's super runny and set it down at the cuticle and it just starts running. So recently I'm so proud of myself for like trying to get better in that area. And I can really see the improvement in my overall like application. And I know you guys can see it too, because I get a lot of comments saying how much I improved with working with acrylic over the years. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I really love these Bombnail acrylics. So thank you, Gabby, for sending me these PR packages. And speaking of PR package, I do have another one where she sent me some of her fall items. So I'll be opening that one very soon once I catch up on my other packages. But yeah, these acrylics are so beginner friendly, so easy to work with. I feel like this would be a nice brand for you to start with. I feel like in all honesty, I feel like this is, I can't really say names, but I do feel like her acrylics are a lot easy to work with. Like, there are bigger brands that have acrylics that are just so runny to the point where you can't work with them. And some of the ones that's coming to mind are brands that I don't really use anymore. But these are just so top tier. I love her brands and I highly recommend you guys check her out, whether it's her acrylic brushes, acrylics, like just anything from her website. Just know they are so top tier and the aesthetics is a bonus. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of this application play out. I hope you guys enjoy it, and then we'll be getting into the shaping and filing. So finishing up my application, this is what the nails are looking like. And like I said, this is to me the best application of acrylic that I've ever done. Like in my opinion, I feel like I did a really good job on keeping in my sides. Also building up the apex area where it's not like super huge, because I didn't want to focus on making these nails super thick. I wasn't going to encapsulate them, just a nice little layer where I could do some nail art on top. And I just felt like they were so perfect. So before I start my filing, as you guys saw, I did just go ahead and file like the edges of the files. And I do believe that term is called seasoning or something like that, where you just file down the edges so it's not so sharp since they are new, and also they're 80 grit, so you don't want to cut yourself when trying to get in like the side areas of the side walls of the nails. So yeah, I just went ahead and did that. And now, just like I always do, how I explain my filing is I always start like filing the sides of the nails and also underneath. Once I see that those are pretty much straight, I'll go in on top, and just to remove any bulk, just to make the nails look smooth. And then I never really stay in one place at a time whenever I'm filing nails. So you see me file like the sides of the nails, then I'll go on top. Maybe I'll go around the cuticle area, then do the free edge, and then go back to the sides. And to me, shaping with a file just gives me so much more control. Not staying in one place for too long just allows me to see what area needs to be filed, and not going straight in over filing, making it worse when, you know, I didn't really have to file, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's just how I filed. It was so easy with these 80 grit files. And like I said, these 80 grits are my favorite, so yeah, they were very easy to work with. And just like that, we have a nice and crispy nail. I love how the sides look really straight, the free edge, it doesn't look bulky. So yeah, that's what I look for when I'm filing. So yeah, I was really obsessed with everything that was in the process of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue filing and shaping my nails. This is what the nails look like with just filing with my hand files, which look pretty nice, but we still have to go in around the cuticle area and just seal everything in to have it looking really nice. So I'm gonna take her mini mandrel drill bit and her pink sanding bands. And also, by the way, I didn't mention, but these sanding bands are 180 grit, so they're really fine, and you really can use them on the natural nails or sealing in the cuticles like I prefer. Basically anything you want to do is not going to damage your natural nails or anything. But yeah, the way I'm going to use them in today's video is just work it around my cuticles, sealing everything in. And I don't know if it's just the pink color or just me loving her brand so much, I feel like these sanding bands work a lot better than the ones from Kiara Sky. But hear me out. So I don't know if you guys like remember me saying where I don't like the Kiara Sky files. They feel really soft and gummy. Even like the 80 grit, it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything to me. So that is why you haven't really seen me use any of the Kiara Sky nail files. But yeah, I feel like those sanding bands from them are like not really effective in a way. Like, it's kind of hard to explain because they do work, but however, I just feel like these pink ones work a lot better. Like, my cuticle areas, in my opinion, was just so nice once I finished. I just really felt a difference with using these. And also, when I was filing underneath the nail, Usually I would have to file a lot of the acrylics where I'm brushing down the sides. It just goes straight under the nail, but with these acrylics I didn't have that problem at all. So when I went to file underneath the nail, I didn't get up any acrylic, which was so nice to not have to do. But as you guys see me doing here, I'm just going in making sure anyway. And then of course I'm going to take her buffers and just lightly buff over the nails to make sure everything is all smooth. And then here's what the nails are looking like. My ring finger and my middle fingernail popped off, so if it looks weird around the cuticle area, that is why, after I filed. But I did go ahead and give them some cleanup with some alcohol and a stiff manicure brush, and now we can go and finally get into the nail art, which is gonna turn out so cute. I think you guys are gonna like it. One of the nails I feel like is gonna be really different from what I do. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start the nail art. I'm going to be using the Kiara Sky liner brushes. The one I'm currently using is the XL liner brush, and I really feel like I want to get more from them because these are just so good to use. It made the nail art feel a lot easier to do in my opinion, especially somebody like me who don't dabble into a lot of nail art or isn't really really great at it. But I feel like it's easy to start with, and it really did help my nail art come out a lot neater. But for the first nail here, I'm gonna do a little ghost right in the center of my middle nail. Once I got the outline, I'm gonna go ahead and cure for 60 seconds, and then I did a second coat, cure for another 60 seconds. And now I'm going to be taking a black gel liner from Nails by Deb and just outlining my ghost. And you'll see here what I mean about these brushes. Really made my nail art a lot nicer. I was able to get those really skinny lines for the outlining how I want. And also I feel like the Nails by Deb liner gels also played a huge part in it because they're really nice for doing really small detail and intricate nail designs. This nail art did take a lot of filing. This was what took me the longest. I want to say it took me about almost 3.5 hours. Maybe not that long, but it felt very long because of all of the curing and the mistakes I wiped away. But for the most part, it was really easy. So as you guys just saw, I did go ahead and add on the eyes. I also added a little smiling mouth and also some little pink blushies on the ghost. And then here I'm adding some gray. A mixture of like gray, brown, and clear just to add on some shadows to the ghost. And then of course I'm going to cure for 60 seconds to make sure I have no smudges when applying the top coat. Then moving on to the next nail. This is the nail that I really liked. I really enjoyed, and it was just super fun but also super challenging to do. So this nail set is actually based off a wallpaper I saw on Pinterest. I was looking for some inspo like designs and I saw one. It was so cute. I'll pop it up on the screen here. And yeah, I just really love the Mean Girls reference and the burn book, like to where it has like that vintage cutout newspaper look. Like it's just so cute and Y2K aesthetics to me. So I really love that, and I wanted to recreate it in one of my nails. So that's just what I'm going to be doing for this next nail. So I did go ahead and start off with the squares. It was really challenging to do because I know for the last word is a lot more letters. So I was just thinking, how am I going to fit all of the letters on there where I'm going to be able to do them, because these letters and boxes were just so tiny. Like it really took everything out of me to try to do these as neat as possible. And you can see my hand shaking throughout the entire thing, just trying to make sure they were nice and neat. So yeah, the spacing was one thing I was like looking at the entire time, making sure I have enough room, and also like the spacing in between them. So yeah, I just did what I could. I think it turned out nice still. So I'm just going to let the rest of this part play out so you guys can enjoy the nail art. And if you are enjoying today's video so far, make sure to go ahead and give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. So when it came to the last word, I didn't really have enough room, so it did take me a while. Starting off with the W, I was just like, this is way too big. I did try a few more times on camera, but I just could not seem to get it. So eventually I just end up doing the rest of it off camera. And you can kind of see the word, like obviously if you see like the burn book look, you know exactly what it says, but you can't really see the E at the end. And I feel like if I did them any bigger, I would not have enough space. So I was okay with the letter E kind of being off to the side compared to not being able to fit it at all. Also in that nail, I did go ahead and add on like the little lips and also little twinkly stars with some little black dots just to fill in the space because that nail was empty. And that's just how I finished that one off. Going to my index nail, I'm going to be doing a French outline and I'm going to be doing some pink drips. And I'm going to be repeating this on my thumb and my pinky as well. So once I got all of my drips on and cured, I did go ahead and take that liner brush again and also using that Nails by Dev black liner gel just to outline the drip and give it kind of like a cartoon effect to it. Kind of like that one trend where the nails don't look real. That's kind of what I had in mind. Also, it was inspired by another nail set I saw. I can't remember where it was from. I think it was on Instagram, but I can't remember who posted it. But I did remember it and I wanted to do that on my drips, so I just went ahead and outlined them, give it sort of a cartoon look to it, and then I cured it and move on to the next nail. And of course, I'll be doing this for all of my drip Frenches. So something that I just realized, like I'm editing this video and doing the voiceover like currently, I didn't realize it's October 3rd. And you guys know in the Mean Girls movie when they're in class, they reference like every year there's like memes going around on October 3rd. Like, I feel like this is the perfect day to post this video. So if you are watching it October 3rd, leave it down below in the comments. So now I'm going to be taking some matte top coat and just going over my nails. I wasn't sure at first, but then I was just like, I'll just end up showing matte and glossy. And then here I was like, wait, I totally forgot to add on the rest of my designs. So for my middle nail, since it was just a ghost and it was like so plain, I was going to add on like some more lips or some more like pink twinkly stars just to fill in the space above and below the little ghost. But by then I had went ahead and put up all of my gel products and cleaned off my areas, so I was just like, it's okay, I'll just go in with my top coat and just show you guys how it looks. So I did cure in between a few of them because I wasn't really sure, but like I said, I will be showing both. So I went ahead and did the matte first. I rubbed in my cuticle oil, and this is how the finished nails turned out. I just think they're so adorable. The pink look, the spooky look, like I just love it so much. And I feel like whenever I do a matte top coat on top, I just feel like you can see the nail art a lot more. So that is why I went in with the matte top coat first, so that you guys can see it. But yeah, I just love everything about it. I feel like the ghost is super cute. I love the little cartoon effects that I did on my drips. And just look at those cuticles, like everything on this nail set just looks so nice. And then as promised, here's how the nails look glossy. Like I said, I do feel like the nail art shows up better, especially when I'm trying to get like pictures in the sun. I can see the nail art a lot better when it's matte. But however, I think this nail set looks so much better being glossy. So here it is. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like the products I use and the nail design. Let me know if you're team matte or team glossy down below in the comments. And yeah, that basically wraps up today's video. Let me know what you think about today's set. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.